Okay, so this is creating our whole building. So if we go to our east elevation and we'll add some levels. So first of all we need to go to our level tool. So here it is. Now we need to be 4,000 millimeters up and draw our line. So here's our level 2. Now we need to change the names of them. So if we double click onto the box, we can change the name to ground floor, ground level first, and then click yes, then uh, level 2, so second floor level. You can change the name by in the properties palette to the left, or like I'm doing now, or you can change it in the box like I just showed you. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Okay, so floor, yes, and now now just put a capital. Now we can change this level 2 to second floor. So second floor. So you got two ways to change it: the box or the properties palette. Click yes. Now we need to go to our ground floor and add some grids. So click grid and change the offset to 3000 and draw our first line. Okay, so now I need to change the numbers to alphabetical. So alphabetically along the top. So not numbers. Numbers go down the bottom. So let's do grid again. We'll pick the pick lines tool this time. Then change the offset to 3000 again and press lock. This time you can see the little highlighted lines to the left and right. These help us with placing. That's the offset where it goes to. So if we carry on doing this, 3 E, F. We'll do about one more, and then that's about good. So now we need to do grid lines going down. So we don't need to change the offset this time. So first line, and we don't matter how far apart they are, stuff like that, because we will align them in a minute. So number 2, 3, our 4th, 5th, 6th, 6th line. So we can. I'm gonna move these elevations a bit further away so we can see what we're doing, so they're not in the way. So yeah, now we need to change um the grid lines to like number 1 and that. But first of all, we can quickly do we'll align them so like they're all evenly spaced, because they're not all evenly spaced. So if we go to the align tool and click on each and every single one, it will align them, and we can press the EQ button here with a line through it, and that will make them all evenly spaced. So now let's change them to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. 4, 5, and 6. So we're gonna move on to adding our walls. So we're gonna create our building now. So let's pick the basic wall, and you pick the square tool and draw our building. So let's make it about that big, and I use a door like to show how big it is. Like helps me figure out how big it is. Shows you the true scale of it. But yeah, now let's add like a little extension, because it gives it a bit of more detail aspect to the building. So here's our extension, and we'll just bring this wall down. Oh, and join elements, and then another bit this side. There we go. So now here's our building. So we need to change the orientation of them, like put them on the out, like bricks on the outside. Like if we go to our 3D view, you see the cladding is on the outside and the bricks on the inside. So we need to change these around. So if we go to the ground floor again, we can change them around. Like the arrows need to be facing the outside. So there we go. Now if we go back to 3D view, you'll see it's on the bricks on the outside now. But we need to change these two. So there we go. Change the arrows pointing outside and go back to our 3D view, and you will see that they're all bricks on the outside. So back to our ground floor, and now we need to change the uh, level of the walls. So if we change them to first floor, then if we go back to 3D view, you will see that they're lower. So it gives it a bit of a cool aspect to the building. So we've lowered the side, and we need to just change this wall. So we need a wall going through there. So if we go to wall and just add that wall going across, and now we go back to our 3D view, and you will see. So there we go. Now it looks pretty cool. So we need to add some floors. So if we go to create floor and create pick lines tool and pick them all around the edge of the building, like so. Drag this one down so I don't go through the building. Press undo and then do another line across the top. Okay, so there's our first floor. Now let's do our second floor. First floor, sorry. Now we need to do them on the inside, because if we do them on the outside, then you'll see them on the you'll see them flickering on the outside. So it would like show you the floor on the first floor, which you don't want because you can see it, and it makes the building look glitchy. So it's better to do them on the inside and press no. So now we'll go back to our 3D view. You can see our floors. Pretty cool. Okay, so now let's add some rooms and stuff like that. So first of all, we'll do some roofs actually. So we'll add our roof. Now if we go to our first floor and click on to roof and pick lines tool and pick the outside lines, and then the inside line on this one on outside, and then pick the inside line here. There we go. Now there we go, we've changed it to warm concrete and it'll look pretty cool. There we go. There's our first roof. Now let's do our next roof. So we need to go to our second floor. Roof again. Pick lines. And do them on the outside. So there we go. Yep. Now 3D view. Now you see our roof. Let's change it back to concrete. There we go. Now let's try timber a minute. Okay, no, it didn't look good. Okay, back to warm concrete. So yeah, there's our roofs. Now we are going to move on to, let's go to our ground floor. Actually no, just add the section box here in the properties palette to the left. Tick it and it'll come up with this box. If we drag this box, you'll be able to crop the view so you can see inside the building stuff. So like, you can see your ceiling, all that stuff. So anyway, let's go to our ground floor and ceiling, sketch ceiling, and we'll pick lines. So we want to pick the inside lines of the building, not the middle of the walls. So like this. Pick normal draw tool for this because we don't want it to go through the full bit. Long wall, and now pick lines tool again and pick the rest of the lines like so. Just press cancel. No, there we go. Okay, so there's our ceiling, first ceiling, as you can see. What we want is, because to add stairs and stuff, like it's hard to go, like you'll see like that. So because it's not like an industrial building, we need to raise them. So if we click the align tool, it will, and press the roof to the ceiling. Okay, wrong way. Press the bottom of the floor to the top of the ceiling. It will align the ceiling to attach to the floor. So we don't need any piping or stuff in this house because we're just creating a quick basic building, so it's kind of alright. So yeah, now we need to add our second ceiling. So if we go to our first floor plan, first floor plan. So if we go to our first floor plan and add our second ceiling, here we go, sketch and pick lines. There we go, and click the tick. Then you'll see our next ceiling. Right, because we can't align it to the top of anything, so we're gonna have to click onto the other ceiling and copy and paste the height offset that has. So copying it by Ctrl and C, and clicking onto the other ceiling and pasting it, or you can just copy it from memory. And there we go. So there's our ceilings, all reasonable height. Okay, so now we need to go to our ground level, and we need to add some rooms. So if we click, if we click on the wall, because we'll add some room, like walls, partitioning. But first of all, I just lost my properties browser, so if we go to user interface and click on properties, we will get that properties browser back. So let's pick partition wall and add some rooms. So first of all, let's create this is the entrance. So we'll have a room here. So this can be like the hallway or something. Let's actually delete that wall and make it up there. So there's our kitchen. Now our living room. So there's our living room, and this can be just like the hallway where you can go in and stuff like that. So actually we'll bring this wall down. There we go. So here's our hallway. It's still where we could put our stairs as well. Now let's add the doors so we know where we are. So we know where to place other objects and stairs and stuff like that, and lights. We'll have a door here, and we'll pick the front entrance door. We'll pick it here, right in the corner. So now we've placed done our rooms. We'll have a door up here. Finish with the door. We'll have a door to go inside the office as well. So now we've done with the doors downstairs and stuff.